Welcome to the Pushing Bits News for January 23rd, 2014. I'm Eric Johnson, and here's what's happening in the world of board gaming. Stronghold Games has declared 2014 to be the Year of Space Cadets. Stronghold has recently released Space Cadets Dual Dice and plans to release the Die Fighter expansion for Dual Dice later this year. In Die Fighter, each team will have the ability to fight with two ships, the original capital ship and a new fighter ship. This expansion promises to add even more craziness and dice rolling than in the base game. In addition, the next game in the Space Cadets lineup, Space Cadets Away Mission, should hit shelves in the fourth quarter of 2014. This standalone game provides cooperative play akin to the original Space Cadets. However, players will now leave the comfy confines of their ship for the dangers of alien ships, space stations, and planets. This will be a tactical combat game where you will have to accomplish a mission before getting overrun by hordes of aliens. More information about the Space Cadets family of games can be found online at strongholdgames.com. The newest printing of Ricochet Robots released yesterday from Zman Games. Zman also recently released their reprint of Tales of Arabian Nights. Both games should be available soon at a store near you. The Kickstarter campaign for Megaman the board game, based on the popular video game, finished up earlier this week. The team over at Jasco Games raised over $415,000, easily surpassing their goal of $70,000. If you missed the campaign, you can still back the project via PayPal at jascogames.com/PayPal. Two big toy fairs are happening in the next month. The first is in Nuremberg, Germany, from January 29th to February 3rd, and the second is the New York Toy Fair, taking place February 16th through the 19th. Each fair is aimed at the toy market, and each has a cross-section of board game publishers showcasing their new shiny. Links to both shows will be included in our show notes, and we'll have more in the coming weeks as the events at the fairs unfold. BoardGameGeek.com announced their picks for 2013 iOS and Android Game of the Year this week. Runner-up for the iOS is the always fun co-op Pandemic by Matt Lecoq, and pulling in the gold was the digital version of Uwe Rosenberg's Agricola. Both games are available in the Apple App Store. On the Android side of the house, the silver medal goes to Mr. Jack Pocket, a digital port of the board game with the same name, and the gold medal was awarded to Small World 2 by Days of Wonder. These Android titles are both available on Google Play. Finally, don't forget this week is the final week to head over to BoardGameGeek.com to nominate your favorite games for the annual Golden Geek Awards. Games can be nominated in several categories, including Best War Game, Best Two-Player, Most Innovative, and many more. All games are nominated, and the winners ultimately chosen by the users of BoardGameGeek.com. Nominations are open until January 31st, and final voting will take place between February 1st and 14th. Check out BoardGameGeek.com for a complete list of categories and to nominate your favorite games for a Golden Geek Award. Well, that's it for the Pushing Bits News. I'm Eric Johnson. See you next week.